Welcome to 3 in Under 3 in Seattle, a short series where I look at 3 things in under 3 minutes in Seattle that all have a common theme. Today started out a little bit different than normal as I missed my rapid ride, so I pivoted this to being part 2 of Line 1 stations and then ended up taking the local metro all the way to the very south end of the city. 45 minutes later, and I exited the bus to my first destination of the day, which is Othello Station. The area around Othello Station shows promise for being super livable. There's a local park, albeit with some litter from some of the shit people were blowing up the night before, what jerks. And also there's this neat cafe in the area that piqued my interest for a future visit, and a few places I may dig into for a future trip. The station itself is a pretty barren middle of the street infill, but that was expected. The area has a little sketch but shows promise with apartments around the station, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye on Othello to see how things changed in the coming years. Anywho, Othello was just the start of this trip, and it wasn't my food destination, so back on the link we go to our next destination, and the area I intend to make my lunch hub for today, which is going to be Columbia City Station. Columbia City has a different vibe than most stations, since their main business sector is a 5-minute walk away from the station, and the station itself feels pretty residential, but I'm not really complaining, and the walk to the main drag on Rainier Avenue was pleasant. Speaking of pleasant, that and quaint are the two words I use to describe this business district and Columbia City in general. It's got independent shops, some grocers, a butcher, some local chains, and some neat-looking restaurants. Geraldine's counter had an overflow of brunch goers waiting for a table, so I audibled to my second pick for today, which was Taproot Cafe and Bar. Their interior was very simple, and they had World Cup games playing, and within a very short wait I was presented with my food. I had a craving for beef today, and I opted for their pastrami on rye. For 15 bucks, I felt like the offering here was great, because look at this cross-section. I'd fuck with this, and I did. Somehow, without even unhinging my jaw. Pastrami, caramelized onion, mustard, sauerkraut, all sandwiched on a toasted sourdough rind. That sandwich hit the spot, and I left feeling very satisfied and full. I may have to come back, as their bar cocktails looked interesting, as did their dinner menu. With my belly now full of meat, I walked back to, oh wait, park stop, this is really cute. Oh, where was I? Oh, right. I walked back to the station after admiring a few short stops for a few minutes, and within a short order, the Line 1 train came by, I hopped on board, and was on my way to my final destination of the day, which was Beacon Hill Station. This was just a brief stop on the way to Sodo, because I wanted to go to this chain fitting for this short, as Station Cafe has locations in, well, you guessed it, here as well as Columbia City. At 5 bucks, I can't exactly say this place offers the best deals, but this cafe does offer a lot of love and also convenience, and also the sandwiches I did see people enjoying look pretty bomb. Beacon Hill is still a little sleepy, but it does have some charm to it. I visited a few times, and the mix of Mexican grocers and food options as well as community hubs make it feel super livable. Also, their station is cool and feels like a proper indoor train station, which is also neat. Overall, 3 more Line 1 stations down in under 3 minutes. Fun day, Columbia City rocks, and I'm looking forward to expanding this mini-series further south soon.